I'm being joined now over the phone line this morning by our Editor-in-Chief Wasbir Hussain to bring us more details. Wasbir, a good morning to you. However, not a very good morning for a lot of people in the northeast and right here in Assam, as the flood situation still remains very grim. So what more would you like to add this morning, Wasbir?
Absolutely, Raunak, the flood situation in Assam is absolutely grim, and that is the reason why Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma this morning and took stock of the situation. The Assam Chief Minister himself is touring some of the worst flood-affected areas in western Assam today. He is traveling in the district of Tarang, some of the worst hit areas. And now, over the last few days, 9 people have lost their lives into floods and landslides in Assam. More than 1 lakh people have taken shelter in over 600 relief camps that have been set up. The authorities in the state have called in the army as well to assist other rescue agencies like the NDRF and the State Disaster Response Force. The army also is engaged in relief and rescue operations using speedboats and inflatable rafts. So these are common scenes across Assam, not just in the far-flung areas, but in Guwahati city as well. We have been rather seeing still inflatable rafts being used by personnel of the NDRF and the SDRF to rescue people affected people from marooned areas. Now, a total of almost 2 million people, that is 20 lakh people, have been affected in Assam alone. And 28 of Assam's 33 districts have been hit by the flood. Now, if you look at the overall situation in the Northeast, some estimates put the number of deaths in the whole of the Northeast at 46. 46 is the number of deaths in the whole of the Northeast. That is one estimate going around. We'll put it up on our screen shortly. 46 people are reported dead due to mudslides and floods in the entire Northeast. Now, the floods have cut a swath, I would say, across the Northeast. The Brahmaputra, one of Asia's largest rivers that originates in Tibet, and other mountain rivers and their tributaries have flooded large parts of the northeastern region, whether it is Meghalaya, whether it is Tripura, or whether it is Sikkim. Incessant rainfalls have wreaked havoc in Sikkim, while the cities of Guwahati and Agartala, the 2 large cities in the northeast, have been absolutely inundated. Yesterday, we saw visuals of Agartala town, the capital of Tripura, absolutely inundated, and the people having a hard time. So this is an unprecedented flood situation, and some of the rainfall hotspots like Cherrapunji and Mausin Ram recording close to 1,000 millimeter of rainfall in just 24 hours. That is what the Met Department has said. And of course, we have latest reports from the Met Department that say that this kind of a weather is going to continue at least until tomorrow.
Right, absolutely. So, if the Met Department's predictions are anything to go by, the situation will not let up for a little while longer, isn't it? Till the 19th of June, this situation, the weather is supposed to remain inclement, isn't it?
Yes, that is what the Met Department is predicting, that this kind of a weather is going to continue, moderate to heavy rainfall accompanied by lightning and thunder in large parts of the Northeast until the 19th of June, that is tomorrow. So this has increased the challenge of the authorities in places like Guwahati, a city of 2 million people, the largest city in Northeast India. The authorities are just waiting for the water to recede, because they can do whatever they can do only after the waters recede. So this requires a long-term solution because firefighting measures are not going to reduce the misery of the people across Assam. Therefore, the government needs to do a long-term measures to deal with this situation. So whatever measures have been taken now have proved futile in different parts of the northeastern region, and the situation remaining grim, and the weather gods also not ready to let go.
Absolutely. Long-term solution indeed, the need of the hour. Wasbir Hussain, thank you very much for joining us this morning and bringing us all of those latest details.